From calorie count to portion sizes, we wanted to find out all the differences between Coca-Cola in the UK and the US. This is Food Wars. In the UK, regular Coke comes in 8 portion sizes, starting with this mini can, which is 150 millilitres. Then we have 3 options, which all include 250 millilitres of Coke. Then we have our standard can, which is 330 millilitres. Our standard plastic bottle is 500 millilitres. From there, we move up to this bottle, which is 1 litre, 1.25 litres, 1.5 litres, and 2.25 litres. It's worth noting that these ones are only stocked by a limited number of shops, including Iceland, the supermarket chain, not the country.
And in the US, our classic Coke comes in these sizes. The mini can, which is 7.5 ounces, then this mini bottle, which is 8 ounces. Then we jump up to the standard 12-ounce can that also comes in a little 12-ounce bottle. From there we got this guy, which is the 16.9 fluid ounces, aka 500 milliliters. Then we have a 20-ounce bottle. And finally, our biggest, the 2-liter, which is also 67.6 ounces. Now that means, as far as Coca-Cola Classic is concerned, the UK's largest size is actually 12.5% larger than that in the US.
There is a reason why we're specifying regular Coke here. The UK government brought in a sugar tax, which raised the price of sugary drinks in an effort to reduce people's sugar consumption. Instead of raising the prices of some of their drinks, what Coca-Cola did was just to make the sugary versions of their drinks a little bit smaller. For example, how the normal largest size of regular Coke is 1.5 litres, whereas the largest size of Coke Zero is 2 litres.
Whereas here in the US, we don't have a specific sugar tax, so we can get our bottles of Classic Coke and Diet Coke in the same size and for the same price.
As a consequence of the UK sugar rules, it actually means that the 2.25 regular Coke isn't our largest bottle size. That crown goes to this, the 3-litre Diet Coke bottle. Now this absolute unit is 50% larger than the biggest bottle in America. If you're doing like a party, maybe, if you're buying that for yourself, like you've got a problem. I'm sorry.
That is ridiculously huge and really hilarious. Now I want to point out that on Walmart.com, they have this 3-liter bottle of Diet Coke on it, but it's not available anywhere. So my assumption is at one point in the United States, there was 3-liter bottles available, but if Walmart doesn't have it, I'm assuming it isn't anywhere. That being said, in terms of multi-pack options, the US still comes out on top. Our single largest multi-pack is the 35-pack of 12-ounce cans. Let's get a picture of that on the screen. I ordered it online, and here's what they sent me. 24-pack and 9 loose cans. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but what's 24 plus 9? It ain't 35. When I emailed the place that I bought it from, they said, oh, sorry, you're missing 2 cans, so we'll refund you the 2 cans. And I'm like, no, I don't want the 2 cans. I want the 35 pack, because that's what I'm doing for this video. And they just sent me $2 back, so thank you for that. Anyway, so then I go, nuts of this, I'm going to Walmart.com, give me the 35 pack, buy, enter. And then they sent me 3 12 packs. Which is more than 35 cans, so I guess technically they're being generous, but once again, it's not that I need 35 cans of soda, I need the 35 can pack for this video specifically. There's a 35 can pack somewhere in America, and everyone's just sending me roughly 35 cans of soda. Thank you for that.
Our largest single item is this. This is a 24-pack of 330 milliliter cans, which comes to a total of 7.92 litres. Here is everything that's in regular Coke: carbonated water, sugar, colour, caramel, E150D, phosphoric acid, and natural flavourings, including caffeine. Now obviously we don't get a full ingredients list because the recipe of Coca-Cola is a closely guarded secret. At the World of Coca-Cola in Atlanta, there's reportedly a vault which contains the secret formula written down on a piece of paper.
Who cares if the recipe gets loose? Coca-Cola, no one's gonna edge you out. Pepsi can't beat you. Who cares? I mean, how do you even make cola? You can probably just go into the factory and eyeball it and figure it out. It's not super famous because you don't know how to make it. It's super famous because they edged everybody out. You won. I don't care. Do you want the recipe? I couldn't care less.
So what do we know about the recipe? Well, there is one obvious difference, and that's the use of high fructose corn syrup in the US versus the use of sugar in the UK.
Corn syrup is everywhere in American food. It's cheaper for manufacturers to use because the government gives subsidies to corn farmers, keeping the corn supply high and the prices low.
Should you be worried about consuming high fructose corn syrup? The short answer is not really. Some studies have suggested that the negative effects of sugar tend to come from fructose rather than from glucose. But the high fructose in high fructose corn syrup only relates to its fructose content in relation to other corn syrups. It actually still has less fructose than table sugar or than honey.
The main difference it causes might be the taste. You've heard Americans talk about Mexican Coke. You can find it in most Mexican restaurants and in some grocery stores next to the regular Coke in the glass bottles. Mexican Coke is made with cane sugar. Our regular Coke is made with high fructose corn syrup. People tend to like the Mexican Coke more because it has a sweeter, sugary taste. So right now, to compare and contrast, I'm gonna do a blind taste test of both American Coke and Mexican Coke. Hang on. And Harry was nice enough to send me a United Kingdom Coke.
I've also got some British Coke, some Mexican Coke, and some American Coke. I'm now going to blindfold myself and let our camera operator Sarah pour the Cokes out for me. I'm blindfolded, I don't know which one's which. I'm going to try them one after the other and try and figure out which one's which. I'm going to start on the right. See, it could just be mind games, but that doesn't taste like exactly what I'm used to. Number 2. Ooh, okay. That one tastes pretty good. Number 3. These two taste pretty similar. This one tastes a bit weird for some reason. I'm gonna guess that this one is American. On the right. I was expecting more of a difference, I'll be honest. I'll go with British in the middle, Mexican on my left. Put them in front of me and then I'll unblindfold myself. Wow, okay, that was Mexican Coke. I was right about British. I just got Mexican and American Coke mixed up. Wow, okay. A lot of people have really hyped up Mexican Coke to me, and I honestly, that was my least favorite of the 3.
It is exactly the same. So I'm gonna go UK, Mexico, USA. Wow, really? I'm so great at pointless things!
Any other ingredients to look out for? Well, one of them might be caramel colour. As we know, certain classes of caramel colour have a byproduct which has been linked to causing cancer. Unfortunately, the caramel E150D that Coke in the UK uses is one of these classes.
We reached out to Coca-Cola here in the US to see if that was the case because the type is not specified on the label. They told us that it is in fact the same E150D caramel color in the States.
But what about Diet Coke? It still contains caramel colour, but instead of using sugar and corn syrup to sweeten it, in the US it's sweetened with aspartame, and in the UK it's sweetened with aspartame as well as acesulfame K. The good news is that both the EU and the FDA say that acesulfame K is safe for consumption.
In terms of the difference with Coke Zero, in the US our Coke Zero uses Ace K as well as aspartame. Rumors have existed for years claiming that aspartame causes cancer, but it turns out that that is likely to be false. The claims originated from some Italian researchers way back in 2005. I feel like I heard about that in the 80s, but okay. People were quick to call their methods and results into question. The FDA says the use of aspartame as a general sweetener is safe.
While the European Food Safety Authority says studies do not suggest an increased risk associated with aspartame consumption for leukemia, brain tumours, or a variety of cancers.
There's a cool side effect for Coke using these artificial sweeteners you might not know about. Because they're so much more sweet than sugar per pound, there's a tiny amount of them dissolved in your Diet Coke compared to the amount of sugar that's in a classic Coke. That means a can of Coke is denser than that of a Diet Coke. So when you put said Coke in water, to the bottom, Diet Coke floats.
One other rumour we felt compelled to address was the role of cocaine in Coca-Cola. This dates right back to the 1800s when the drink was invented.
Coca-Cola's official stance on this is that there's never been cocaine in any of its products. What it does seem to contain, however, is coca extract.
Coca is the plant from which cocaine is extracted. Fluid extract of coca was one of the ingredients in a list This American Life discovered, which was reportedly a recipe for an early version of Coca-Cola.
And it seems like they're still using it. In 1988, a Coca-Cola spokesperson said, "Ingredients from the coca leaf are used, but there is no cocaine in it, and it all is being tightly overseen by regulatory authorities."
What's fun is that Coca-Cola got a specific exemption from the United Nations in order to keep using coca extract as an ingredient, specifically Article 27 of the Single Convention on Narcotic Drugs of 1961.
There's only one facility in the US licensed to import and process coca leaves through a special deal with the DEA. It is owned by the Stepan Company and is in Maywood, New Jersey. According to the Peruvian officials, they buy around 100 metric tons of dried Peruvian cocoa leaves each year.
They reportedly process them and de-cocaize them, taking all of the cocaine out of them. The cocaine is sold to hospitals for use as an anesthetic, and the cocaine-free extract is then sent to Coca-Cola for use in their products.
Coca-Cola's official line on the subject is, quote, Coca-Cola does not contain cocaine or any other harmful substances, and cocaine has never been an added ingredient in Coca-Cola, end quote.
But it's fair to say that cocaine and coca extract are not the same thing, so the latter might in fact be one of their not-so-secret ingredients. Here are all the Coca-Cola products in the UK that you won't find in the US.
And here's all the Coca-Cola items you'll find in the US that you cannot find in the UK. Want to start with 2 exclusive flavors you can get in the US you can't get in the UK? And these 2 right here, cherry vanilla and orange vanilla. Cherry vanilla seems pretty standard. I think I've had this a bunch of times. It's great. It's refreshing. I enjoy it.
We can't get cherry vanilla in the UK, but we can get cherry and we can get vanilla, so I guess I can make my own. Oh God. Ah! Panic over. The smart thing to do would be to mix these in a glass, but I'm not a smart man. Pretty good. The only exclusive Coke flavour we can currently get The only exclusive Coke flavour we can currently get in the UK is this one, which is Diet Coke Sublime Lime. As the name suggests, it's just Diet Coke flavoured with lime.
Next up, caffeine-free Coca-Cola, not to be confused with caffeine-free Diet Coke, which is what you guys have over there in the UK. Apparently that's your only caffeine-free option? For shame. This one is delicious. It actually tastes just like Coke. It's perfect for after 2 p.m. when you want to keep drinking soda, like me. But if you like caffeine and you want a little bit of a boost, Coke Energy, I believe, is available in both countries, but one exclusive Coke Energy flavor you can't get in the UK is this, the Coke Energy Zero Sugar. The Coke Energy drinks are being phased out. I can't imagine why. I think they're actually really good. In fact, I went ahead and got the other ones, regular. I don't really like zero sugar, but I do like just regular. Oh yeah, I'm into that. Yeah, thank you. It's good. I mean, like, energy meter's going up, Yuli. Going up. Ugh. If you're like me and you love soda and coffee, Coke in the US has you covered with these. You got caramel, vanilla, vanilla no sugar, dark blend, and dark blend zero sugar. Oh my God, I sincerely love these so much. Zero sugar can go there. Ooh, which one do I want? It's the spot, the I want to jack my caffeine levels to the roof spot. Dude, Coke and coffee is good together. Has anyone had 2 of these at the same time? I don't think they have. They don't mix very well, but individually they're great. Uh-oh. I might have overdone it.
We don't have Coke coffees in the UK. However, Coca-Cola owns Costa Coffee, which is a coffee chain in the UK, and they produce canned coffees. So I guess again I can try and make my own. So the issue here is they do Americanos, but I got latte instead. See how well milk combines with Coke, I guess? Yeah, regretting quite a lot of things right now, namely all the life choices that led me to this point. Cheers. Nope. Not even a little bit. No, 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 don't do that. No one else do that, please God. Oh, just like really watery, fizzy coffee that is kind of sweet and, oh, no, bad. The final exclusive range in the UK is this, Coca-Cola Signature Mixers. Coca-Cola work with bartenders to design special Cokes with different flavours, which are designed to be used in cocktails. These come with smoky notes, spicy notes, herbal notes, and woody notes. Tag yourself, I am spicy notes. Cool. My stomach is making some weird noises after drinking that. No one else do that, please God. Oh. Apparently these are designed to be enjoyed with premium dark spirits. Now I know nothing about mixology, but thankfully a bartender friend from Australia came through with a recipe. So now I'm going to use the Smoky Notes Coca-Cola to put a Food Wars twist on a Jack's Godfather highball. Cocktail time. Slight hiccup, don't have a bottle opener. God. This is either going to work or I'm going to break my keys and be locked out of my house. Improvisation / alcoholism. Ooh, it does smell quite smoky.
Harry was kind enough to send me this, so now I have one as well.
It just says, pour ingredients into an ice-filled glass. Formally apologise to any actual bartenders who are watching this while I butcher your profession. 30 millilitres of Tennessee whiskey we have, and then 20 millilitres of Disaronno. A delightful smoky Coke. Nicely mixed together. And there you have it. Thanks to Coke, we've put our own spin on a Jack's Godfather highball. Cheers. Ooh, that's delicious.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make that drink because I don't have all that stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead and make a Joe highball. First, get yourself the biggest glass available. Step 2, no ice. Find yourself some whiskey. Okay. Cheers, my man. Oh man, what is in this? If I was to do it again, I'd use less of this. It's iced tea, guys. I'm not gonna drink whiskey this early in the morning. You know what it tastes like? Flat Coke. Oh man, I'm getting a headache though. Last but not least, in the US, you have the option to order customized Coke bottles. Check out the one I made. Joe and Harry.
Here's everything that's in a 500 milliliter bottle of Coca-Cola in the UK.
And here's everything in that same bottle of classic Coke in the US.
That means that the UK's version actually has slightly more calories in it than the US.
We have more sugar. And for some reason, our Coke has a little bit of sodium, while the UK seems to have none.
Obviously, the main thing to look out for here is the sugar. 500 milliliters in both the US and the UK contains over 100% of your daily allowance. 53 grams of sugar. It does put it in perspective, doesn't it? You never see it laid out like that, but that is how much sugar is in Coke. And I drink a lot of Coke. That's concerning.
It's also worth noting that both countries put the same amount of caffeine in their Coke.
For reference, the average cup of filter coffee contains about 96 milligrams of caffeine, so that's exactly double the amount in this bottle of Coke. Interestingly, Diet Coke is actually more caffeinated than regular Coke. There's 63 milligrams in this bottle, which is a 30% increase.
And it makes sense, because our Coke with coffee contains 69 milligrams of caffeine per 12 fluid ounces. If you do the math to find out the figure per ounce, it's double the caffeine of a regular Coke. But the real caffeine king is my boy, Coke Energy. Hang on. Whether you get the classic or the cherry, the 12-ounce can contains 114 milligrams of caffeine, which is triple the caffeine content of a regular Coke per ounce. Yo, don't I know it?
I'm gonna chug as much of this as I can without throwing up and then see what we can do. God, that's so gross. The max I got to there was 90 decibels, which according to this thing I found is about as loud as a leaf blower, which is pretty good.